Fire punch, fire punch, fire punch,
Fire punch,
fire
fire
punch,
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 punch, fire punch, fire punch, fire punch, fire punch.
The crowd has spoken, and Fire Punch has arrived. For good or for ill. Alright, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for the final volume of Fire Punch. And I'm really, oh, I don't know what to feel. I'll just tell you, my only expectation for this last volume is a table flip. A totally unexpected twist. Because Fujimoto has been able to swing that every time. Find out it's all a movie, or it's all a dream sequence, or some crazy shit, or rebuild the universe, or I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. He's got such a history of being able to do things that I totally don't expect, that absolutely rock my world, and then immediately make perfect sense. Like, you come out of it and you're like, that was the craziest idea, except that when I frame it in metaphor, it's like perfect for the story. And that's something that I've learned to really value and respect about Tatsuki Fujimoto's writing, is his ability to see and then convey what he sees. To take a chunk of reality, philosophical, psychological, sociological, the way people are, really are, and then not only identify it and understand it, but place it in a story, convey it through visual and prose and dialogue in a way that makes it alive to you, where you can't help but recognize that same reality that Fujimoto has seen. And that's powerful stuff. It's powerful stuff, and it's one of the characteristics of his work so far that I've seen. It's been all throughout Fire Punch. The whole thing can be looked at as so many layers of allegory, from Man on Fire and our initial discussions of what that might mean for your heart, soul, shadow, existence, being, to man in relationship to woman, man in relationship to society, man in relationship to himself, to mentors and father figures and enemies and friends. It's spectacular. It's like reading biblical level allegories. Except they were written in the modern age and have all of our modern sensibilities about them. And a wealth, an absolute deep wealth of media knowledge and media literacy, knowledge of Western and Eastern film, animation, storytelling, all of which gets leveraged for telling the pieces of truth that Fujimoto, and lies that Fujimoto wants to express, as well as they've ever been expressed, stealing where necessary, borrowing where necessary, and using everything he can gather to make his point. So what's the point? I don't know yet. We haven't finished the story, and so that's what we're going to have to do. I don't know what to expect except a table flip. And I do know exactly what I want to draw today before jumping into Fire Punch, and it's pretty simple. The only lens that matters in the end is this one, isn't it? Because all the stories of the past just turn into broken, misunderstood myths, passed down wrong, misinterpreted. Agni's a primary example. But throughout our story, it's film. It's the permanence of record, the verifiability, the validity of recording that holds things true. And it's even built into the meta of the story. That which is not caught on film in our story, we don't usually get to see, at least when it's bloody and brutal and insanity. It disappears from us. So, the question for the last volume is, where's the camera? And are we watching through it? And does it lie? I don't know. I don't know. Agni just slept with Judah Luna. The whole family went... And he is once more lit aflame by flames that will never go out. By the granddaughter, his goddaughter, reignites his spark. Just in time for something of a final battle. And on the other side, Sun, overdosing from the Kool-Aid, has killed both of his compatriots and fellow conspirators. And with them, I think, any hope for the world, because even if I don't like her, I think she was the only person who could have done the whole crazy tree bullshit, and I don't think Sun believes in that shit at all. So he's floating above his squad of angry chanting fire punch enthusiasts with their disembodied heads, and he calls them traitors and says that the Ice Witch will be here soon. Judah, the one who stole fire from this world and from Agni, who stole his flames away and made him normal, right? Took away his godhood. Soon they'll be here and we'll get all our revenge. Problem. Agni has flames again, and I don't think he's gonna let you have his now lover, sister person who he cares about very, very much. So the stage is set for confrontation. We have 200 pages of Fire Punch. I fully expect this to rock my world. Fire Punch as a manga has infected my thoughts from the moment we started reading it. The power of perfect allegory like this, of perfect storytelling, is that it reshapes your perspective on reality. And Fire Punch has rocked me, and will continue to rock me for today and probably the foreseeable future. I'm as ready for it as I'm ever going to be. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the final volume. There will be a poll to find out what manga we end up reading next. It's not even on my mind right now. I just want to read the Fire Punch, but I'm going to say that. Thank you for all the support and for your patience for this last volume. Let's get into Fire Punch Volume 8. First off, our cover is a callback to our last cover. Judah Luna, I think. Agni, I think, but maybe not. It looks like the images of original Luna burning or young Agni burning, but I don't know. Either way, I want to pull up the previous volume because to look at them immediately after one another is important or potent. Here we have this in all these fleshy grays, very somber, dark green background. Luna, Judah looking up, Agni dead inside looking forward. And then we compare that color palette to the incredible, explosive, flaming, and then angelic, bright, hopeful. Something's going on here. Already it sets a tone, doesn't it? Simultaneously, like maybe victorious, maybe agonized, but maybe quiet and peaceful. I don't know where we're going, y'all. So we get some fun summaries, huh? Agni, a blessed with the power of regeneration. His little sister is killed by Doma, who engulfs Agni in flames that will never extinguish. Judah, a blessed with the power of regeneration. She has lost her memory and is suffering from an infantile regression. That's a way to put it. Nenato, a girl taken to Behemdorg with Sun, and now stepping entirely into Togata's role as the sort of sarcastic and cold planner. Sun, a blessed with the power of Zappies! Agni saves his life. Togata, a mysterious girl who's trying to film a movie starring Agni. The Ice Witch, an unidentified person who has appeared out of nowhere claiming to be the Ice Witch. Also dead, also not important anymore, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Humans who possess unique powers are called blessed, and two such blessed, Agni and Luna, live in a world frozen over by the Ice Witch. One day, Agni and Luna's village is attacked by a Behemdorg soldier named Doma, who's a blessed whose flames won't extinguish until they've completely consumed their fuel. Luna loses her life, but Agni survives to suffer a living hell for 8 years until he masters the art of controlling his flames and becomes Fire Punch. He then begins a journey to exact revenge on Doma, which he finally does. God, this is a way to put it. But after Doma's comrade Judah loses her memory, wow, we just skip over so much shit. Agni takes her under his wing as his sister Luna takes her under his wing when his flames finally extinguish because of the end of the world Okay. He takes up peaceful residence with a band of girls who all love Doma and once followed his teachings. All of Agni's lies and crimes weigh on his psyche, slowly eating away at his sanity. What's left of it? Until one day, Nenato and several followers of Agniism show up to take Judah from him. When Agni's past is exposed to his housemates, he reverts back to Fire Punch and immediately sets off to rescue Judah. Whoa. He makes some choices. He fights fucking Iron Man and gets his face cut off. Then in the aftermath of that, asked not to kill Iron Man and then some insane shit. Child shoots fire at him and he lights on fire forever again. Because the ghosts of the past cannot be so easily extinguished by more violence or something. Fuck, this is the weirdest endgame summary. Because there's so much missing, and it still makes some sense, but it's so much missing. He reverts back to Fire Punch and immediately sets off to rescue Judah. Meanwhile, Sun, who is now grown and a central figure of Agniism, kills the Ice Witch. And also that dude bro who is like, yeah, we don't really care. Well, it's like the particle accelerator is spinning up, and you know that these just gear it up for a black hole causing nuclear collision that's going to rewrite all of the universe. That's what this feels like. Sun on a rotating self-Kool-Aid powered fucking mega collision. Agni just burning himself as fuel going the other way. Bink. I just hope the cameras are rolling. That's it. What is it? I don't know. It's God. Whoa. Whoa. What a striking image. Is that a fire? That is a fire, isn't it? A forest fire? That's what it looks like with the smoke clouds billowing in the background. And the color scheme. Tell her to speed up. Nenato, please go on ahead without us. What's the matter? Fire's coming. We'll buy you time. Yeah, fire's coming. Oh, I love the flaming bark and the bits inside. It's the same style that he uses for Agni and stuff. Oh, fuck. Man, this squad just out there by the fire. Oh. Make sure not to get near those flames. I know. There he is! Now, to avenge our fallen comrades. You mean the guys you sent off to kill his whole new family? So they know that this fire is the fire. So his fire is set. The horror is on fire? Oh. Probably like food sources. Okay. Oh, he's just throwing some. He's just getting some ready to throw it. It's just a log. Swoosh. Oh man, that bottom panel's a lot. Y'all know this isn't gonna work, right? Huh? Bash! Blessed, get out here! Yo, this guy looks like the not Hitler super Nazi from Helsing Ultimate? Yeah. Well, this isn't gonna work, is it? Whoosh. Because his blessing is ice, it was thought he was a friend of the Ice Witch, so he was persecuted for it. But now that he's an Agnius, things are different. He's an ice shield who protects our men. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Pretty good foil. It's not gonna work. Like, clunk, thunk. Okay. What? No fucking way. Bro. Hi there. Bro. Did you rip your own fucking head off and throw it at him? Agni. Hello there. Ah! 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 Shoot him! Fire! Well. Keep shooting! He's regenerating faster than we last saw him! Yeah. Wow! Crunch. Smash. Bam. Smash. Oh. Well. I'll see you in hell. Damn. Honestly, fair. Burning to death is worse. Oh my god. Alright, we gotta go back. We gotta just talk about... Fujimoto has leveled up the way that he's using shadow and light throughout this opening portion. It's always been pivotal to the way that he expresses stuff, but it's like... It's well beyond now. Part of it is just brightness of fire, so you get this landscape as these guys are firing into the light and stepping into the light. We get these divides like here in the bottom, and the choice to make this character oh so white, like white coat, white skin, white hair, white everything, right? So he really stands out against the darkness with the snow flying everywhere. Whoosh! And then it's all dark. It's such contrast in every frame and then across panels. And then darkness behind them, darkness behind, white behind, darkness behind, white behind. And here it reverses. And Agni's the white on the dark. And now the soldier is the dark on the white. Right? Because this whole time the soldiers have been illuminated by fire against blackness. The whole time. And then we reverse it. That's so stark. And suddenly it's Agni white against dark, heading into the darkness. Oh my god. The same kind of endless destruction as Behemdorg or Post-Tree. Agni has truly stepped into that god-level combat role, huh? Fucking hell. Oh, he's just sprinting. You imagine that? 220 pounds of fury and flame just booking it towards you. Oh, run! God, those faces are... They're like out of a Goya. Actually, a lot of this sort of stylistically sort of reminds me of Goya. The shadow and the chiaroscuro style to it, it does sort of feel Goya-y. Whoa! And then the hordes of running soldiers. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm looking at. He's just taking it, picks up a body, holding that in front of it. Well, damn! Nope. Doesn't tire. Doesn't die. Doesn't slow down. Just a freight train of fear and pain. Just chucks him. Whoosh. Whoomp. Please, don't go any farther. My wife and children are up ahead. I already lost my mother and father to your flames. I've endured enough of your trials. Please, have mercy, Lord Agni. Yeah, these are his worshippers. I forgot to mention that layer. That's God running at them. Like undead Jesus Christ with flaming skulls. And the sword of truth just sprinting at you. Hey! You're on the wrong side of this one, boys! Lord Agni! Whoa. Because that's the frame from Behemdorg and so many, and like the original village. Ah, be blessed, my child. Be warm in your last moments. I don't know if this is... I don't know if this is what I wanted, God. I'm not Agni. I'm Fire Punch. I can see it now. That's our village. Dark faces. Bright faces, I should say. But cold. Ho ho! Splat, plat, splat! The average believer shouldn't know about your capture. Something's not right. Right, she wasn't here for the execution of 2 parties of the triumvirate and the ascension of our God King. Oops. Huh? And there he is, staring down. Yo. She feels the vibe. Judah! He's so pleased. Everything comes to fruition finally, huh? Years ago, you deceived the good people of Behemdorg. You're a wicked demon who lived off their tears and screams. I am Sun, the one who will light your fire, who will light you on fire. Fire punch, fire punch. Whoa, hold on a minute, Sun. Light her on fire? What are you talking about? What else? You're the one who told me not to destroy the lives of everyone here, Neneto. What? So instead, I will burn Judah alive here and now. What does that even mean? Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative, and it gets the people going. Huh? Hey, let go of me. Be quiet and listen. I've been thinking it over. Oh, he's speaking quietly now. I've been thinking it over. Maybe the world would be happier staying cold as it is. Only when it's cold can you appreciate fire. And holding others close lets you feel their warmth. Plus, it will give us more opportunities to feel Lord Agni. We'll run out of canned food eventually, and when that happens, everyone will die! Better to die in the cold feel. So he's fully taking the you can't experience the good things without the bad and using that as a justification to continue all the bad things more. Like accelerationist style. That's understandable in a dying world. Accelerationists are generally, Christian accelerationists specifically, are Christians who believe in the end of days, and that it's a good thing, and that we should do everything we can to bring it about as fast as possible. So they look to the book of Revelations and all the signs and stuff, and they're like, well, how can we make that happen? Let's make that happen as fast as we can. But it's also, it's a classic villain mentality of like, well, if I don't torture the people, they won't be strong, you know? But in this case, it's like, if we don't experience torment, we'll never feel the light. And you can see how Sun in particular would come to this conclusion, right? Because he experienced this revelation of glory after all this torture and torment in the darkness, and he experienced this great salvation. So again, it's fucking Nietzschean slave morality, 100%. It's seek out pain and torment. It's seek out the way to be weak and hold that on high. We have opportunities to feel the burning pain more, and that brings us closer to something divine. This is to say that divinity is close to fuck. So Nenato, again, the voice of reason. When that happens, everyone will die. But when you die, you get to go to where Lord Agni is. Do you? Of course not! Fucking hell. Everyone listen, he's no god. I can explain everything. Everything. They don't want explanations, Nenato. They don't want the truth. Oh dear. He's blessed with regeneration, but was exposed to flames that won't extinguish until they've consumed their fuel. What you see is the result of his having endured the constant pain of burning alive. That's the Lord Agni you all believe in. He's not a god or anything like that. He's just an ordinary, pitiful man. And all these cold faces not fucking listening. This dude looks fully like a meme. Yeah. Not you too, Nenato. Thud. Oh, he was just hovering those with his lightning powers. Thud, thud. Oh boy. Oh boy, not you too, Nenato. I see. You've fallen to the wicked falsehoods as well. You always think you're so smart. Who told you that nonsense? Have you ever seen such a thing for yourself? You ever seen an ordinary man? An ordinary pitiful man, as you said, who's able to survive the agony of fire? Have you? Fire burns oxygen as well. So are you saying an ordinary pitiful human has no need for breath? He must be a god. Obviously. He's a regenerative blast. You could just put him underwater and he'd stay alive. Okay. Son, why are you dropping your knees? Are you getting ready to murderize Nenato right now? Please don't. They're flames that don't extinguish until they've exhausted their fuel, right? Then does the earth Lord Agni walks upon not burn? Answer me. You said you could explain everything, didn't you? Can't explain that. Checkmate, atheists. Checkmate. Oh, shit. I can explain it. Lord Agni's flames aren't a blessing. They're a miracle. You're believing in something you haven't even seen, just like the believers here. People believe what they want to believe, how they want to believe it. Nenato, you believed what you were told because of your own knowledge and experience. Well, I saw and I experienced it for myself. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Yeah, and you misinterpreted it all 'Cause you've been chugging the Kool-Aid. Okay. Whoa, split. When I prayed to God for deliverance, Lord Agni came to me, and he saved me with the very flames that engulfed his body. Every time I pray, every single time, he comes to me. That is why I believe in Lord Agni. Lord Agni is God! Fire punch! Fire punch! Fire punch! Fire punch! I'm telling you, he's not a god. Use your brain so you realize it too. Fire punch! Fire punch! Just drowned out. Even though you're only able to see what's on the surface, Nanato, you continue to act as though you see the entire picture. You poor, ignorant soul. Oh, if only you could see the real truth. Fire punch! Fire punch! Fire punch! Torch. Zap. Zap. Fire punch. If you insist that Lord Agni is just an ordinary, pitiful human, then let's see if you too can survive these flames. I thought that might be where we were going with this. Proof's in the pudding, girl. Stop it! And now the real target enters the fray. They want her fucking blood, man. I will become a tree. Nenato said if I do that, everyone will be saved. Even as a tree, you'll still be our firewood. You will burn and give us warmth. She's gonna agree to it. Closes her eyes. What? Oh, whoa. Closes her eyes and begins to grow shit from the torch that he's lit. She retains the power. Does she retain the memory? What? Devil! You devil! Goes to strangle her. Puts the fire out? Looks like it. Growth, life. A chance, y'all. You. It's because you kept Lord Agni's love all to yourself. You. You look just like me. Why? Yeah, about that, son. Also, is he one of the... Could they have used... Thud. Thanks for saving me. I just happened to be standing where you fell. Oh, they're all on their knees. What the fuck? Huh? Huh? Is he here? Is that what's up? That's what's up, isn't it? He's fucking here. Yeah, that'll slow down your little religious ritual. Literal God walks in. Oh my god. The only thing that can speak over a prophet is the voice of Lord himself, right? Lord Agni. Oh, he's carrying a body. He just said, I'm not Agni. Brother? Who are you? Your face is all wrong. Your face, it's... Who are you? Who are you? Judah, what have you done to Lord Agni? Give him back his face, you devil, you witch. That's still my brother, but his face is different. You think just because he looks different, it's not him? Well, it's not his face, and I don't like it. Out of the way. Give me back Luna. Give me back Lord Agni! No. So I still don't know exactly how sun power works or what sound effects to make for it. Did you just try to go straight through him? Did you just teleport behind him and lightning kick at him? I think that he teleported behind him and lightning kicked at him, which is shooting a giant blast of lightning through all his followers as well. Might have been that guy's family. Son! I know you're trying to keep up, and Agni's got a pretty high body count at this point, but my guy, maybe don't obliterate all your followers. Whoosh! Boom! Streaking in for a second. Double. Oh my god, he's Katamari Damacying it. It's his head tumbling, his body tumbling, and then he full 3-point landing slides. Fujimoto! That's so cool. Whoa, that's so cool. I know you're trapped in that body somewhere, Lord Agni. I'll smash that face in and return you to how you were. Lord Agni! Lord Agni! What? Oh, he grabbed that guy's body, lit it on fire, and threw it. Okay. Lord Agni, here you go. Here's your sweet, sweet release. And so Sun just... The real Lord Agni would never do such cruel things. You were in bed. So he really has levitation up? I don't understand. The Lord Agni I know stands for justice. He vanquishes evil. He's a hero. He's a god. Straight through the skull. Kunk. When asked for help, he always answers the call. He's my aspiration and the world's hero. You have the face of a villain. So simple to him, isn't it? Oh, man. So he drops a rod through his skull, and then he's crackling, hitting it with lightning. And he's seeing Judaluna at the sexy beach. What the fuck? Oh. Slam, pow! Live. Live! Oh, you did not just run up and hug Flaming Fire Punch, right? Right now. Zap! What a cut in. And his face grows back. What? What am I doing here? What the? That's right. I have to kill someone. But who? That's right. Doma. I have to kill Doma. Doma? No, what am I talking about? It's the Ice Witch. I have to kill that witch. The Ice... Ugh. Judah. I'm supposed to kill Judah. But who is Judah again? I'll kill Judah. And Fire Punch, too. Fire Punch. You don't have to kill Fire Punch. Fire Punch is you. Son! Son, is that you? How did you get so big? Son? Lord Agni! You're back! Thank goodness! What the fuck, bro? Wait. You better not just be acting. Acting? Uh-oh. Torched. Completely torched. Lord Agni! I did it! I saw through your final test! Now please descend back to Earth! Lord Agni! All of the moments, all of her life. I want to live. Bump. I want to live. Huh? Ouch! That's hot! Hot, 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 hot! What? What is this? Ah! 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 Lord Agni, the death is gone from you now, right? Put these flames out. Put them out, or else I'll die. Lord Agni, please save me. I'm asking you for help here. Justice! Justice! Show me your justice! You're the hero, remember? Who? Agni! As she embraces him? Huh? As he burns, she embraces him? And smiling begins to burn? Who are you? All I remember is that I have to kill someone. He fully forgot everything except want to live and I have to kill someone. So Luna Judah is embracing him? Is it you? She pushes back the flames as they engulf her too. But she's awakened, hasn't she? Oh, and kisses him as they burn together. You don't have to kill anymore. I'm sorry for making you act like you're my brother. You're not an avenger, nor a hero, nor a god, nor Fire Punch. This time, be the you that you want to be. That's my wish. Luna, live. Pop! What? Son! Judah! Oh. With a giant log through his? I don't understand. Yup. Huh? Huh? What? Oh my god, like a shed skin? What? Uh, as children, ish. When I used my blessing, I remembered who I was. Blessing? Nenato, I have a request. This boy is no longer anyone. I want you to give him a happy life. So I remembered who I was, remembered Judah, and wiped his mind. And the body as well. Giving him a rebirth? That is my one condition if I am to become a tree. After all the people he's killed, after he killed Son, I'm supposed to give him a happy life? I lost Son. But that's how we end the cycle, right? If you can't do it, then act like someone who can. If you do, you'll become that someone. I've lived a long time and played a lot of roles, so I've come to learn something. People become who they want to be. I remembered the first time I'd ever told a lie. So with the roots inside the corpse of the dead God, embodiment of incarnate pain and survival through the need to survive, the tree of the future is born, and under it, Adam, the child of the present, first man, is born out of himself. What the fuck? I remembered the first time I'd ever told a lie. I was around 7 years old. I think our family was out of food. My mom and dad ate very little. Upon seeing that, Luna and I also tried to eat very little. And then one day, my mom noticed we weren't eating enough. She looked at me with a face that was part angry, part sad. What am I looking at here? This little child who's got the face of one of the alikes. Oh, is this the aftermath? Yeah, this is the aftermath. And in a forgiving tone, she told us to eat as much as we wanted, to eat a lot so that we could grow big and strong. Luna thought she was mad at us, so she cried. But I lied to my mom so that she wouldn't worry about us. I told her that Luna and I had found potatoes in the hills and eaten those, so our bellies were already full. That's what I told her. And it buries the face. Joyous, we watched this tree grow. That night, Luna and I were talking in bed before falling asleep. And we ended up discovering actual potatoes inside her, so we ate them. What? What? Inside her? Okay. Oh, shit, we're in the movie theater. I don't remember where or how we found them and ate them, but I was convinced we'd eaten them together. I laughed at Luna for having a belly full of potatoes she hadn't even eaten. Usually we were so hungry we couldn't fall asleep, so Luna and I would stay up a long time talking. However, for some reason, that night, she and I fell fast asleep. Okay, so, wait, so, does his soul... So, the Agni that was dies, and a new child is born, without any of his memories, and so the Agni that was gets to go to the afterlife, the great movie theater in the sky, and have an end to his story. And this unfazed child goes on. And then cut to 80 years later. That's a title. Maybe in a real movie theater? In a real place built after the tree? Because he's still a regenerative blessed, right? Okay. Son, sir. Madame Neneto will be going to heaven, sir, soon. So he's been named Son now. She named him after the person he killed. Got it. Whoa. And so he steps outside into a utopia with a great tree and grand hospitals. It's the founder. A bunch of them look like they're related to the supers. Sister Neneto. Son, is that you? Sister, son. Are you going to die? I managed to build that movie theater, but never got to show a movie in it. Sister, I'll take care of it when you're gone. We both know you don't want to take care of anything. Son, you're a good liar. You've been trying to kill yourself in all sorts of ways lately. A big sister always knows what her little brother is up to. Fucking hell. If it's too hard for you to live as Son, you have to keep living, even if you must become someone else to do so. Oh. So some things never die, huh? Sister, before I became Son, who was I? You've never told me. You raised me as the reincarnation of Son, but there was a me before that, and I feel like that me, that old me was constantly chasing somebody. She dies as he asks the question, doesn't she? Fuck. She's dead. Mother! Oh no, Grandma! And so we stand in the warmth and light of Judah's tree. Son, sir. You can call me Sensei. Oh, yeah, right. Son Sensei. This is for you. What is it? Is it an SD card? Is it the movie? Oh, it's a pill of death. If you swallow that pill, even with your blessing, you can die. Where did you find it? Very soon, a great war will break out over this wheat. While the army was excavating weapons from the previous era in preparation, they came across this pill. Since everyone in the previous era was blessed with regeneration, they'd take this to kill themselves. I suggest you take it and die as soon as you can. So a new cycle of violence is born over the wheat that exists, over the food. That's awful to suggest to your teacher. You were such a nice girl when you were my student. I wonder who this character is. It's 80 years later, so. 6 months ago, a huge cache of explosives from the previous era was excavated. If they're detonated, they'll release toxins that will carry on the wind for eternity. Since both the enemy and our troops found these explosives, no doubt one or the other will use them soon. Having the world filled with poison and only you being unable to die, Son Sensei, would be far crueler. So you should go out the easy way before that happens. You'll be alone in a poison wasteland. Been here before. Fuck! We built a super mega agri-utopia and we're gonna go to deadly chemical nuclear war over it and ruin everything, huh? It's strange that to protect the wheat they'd release toxins. Either way, sooner or later, humanity will fall. The only place the land supports wheat and crops is here, where Judah's tree is. The soil everywhere besides this little patch of land close to the tree is no good and hasn't been for a while. Even this land here grows less wheat with every passing year, so it's still fucking temporary. The Earth's already in a state of decay. Well, I'll excuse myself now. I'm glad I got to talk to you one last time, Sensei. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot to give this to you! Let's go! One of my men found this on the ground. I recall you like these things, right? The whole truth and nothing but the truth, baby. Only what is recorded lives on. Holy shitterino. Yeah, man. Oh my god. You imagine that? You wake up in a nice universe, live for 80 years. Somebody shows you a video that's just war crimes. Just war crimes. Holy fuck. The film must have been damaged or something, because it was only in black and white and it had no sound. I don't know what the movie was about or why it was shot. There was only one thing I knew for sure. This Burning Man seemed to be the main character, because the movie was entirely focused on him. Sometimes he'd be fighting something, kill it, and then get killed over and over and over and over and over and over. It was so gruesome, and I don't get the point of it. But still, that man kept burning through the duration of the movie. He's falling into his own legend. He's like getting psychological significance and a life story, a reason to live, out of the story of his own reason to live. Without even realizing it, I found my hand was clenched in a fist. Centuries later. What the fuck? Oh, it really is reaching out to all the other soul stars. What the nothing to do. I had nothing to do for a long time. Sometimes my body would stretch and twist like it remembered doing, but nothing would happen. I'd try shouting, but space is a vacuum, so I'd make no sound. Sometimes I feel like I'll forget why I'm here, so I repeat it to myself again and again. I'm warming the earth for a single man's sake. I stretch my roots out and drain other planets of their energy because I wish for his happiness. Yo, that's a little fucked up. I've already forgotten what his name was. My own name, too. I've even forgotten what kind of life I used to lead. It's only my role that I cannot forget. If he's not at least happy, I'll regret all this empty time for the rest of eternity. Millennia later. What is this place? It's dark and cold and uncomfortable. What am I doing here? What am I? So after millennia, all has been forgotten. And the question is, has it all been in vain? Sometimes I'm so bored I despair. I feel cold down to my very bones. How long can this go on for? Eternity can't actually be a thing. So sinking into complete cold, the opposite. When I want to feel warm, I pray. I pray to a man. I don't know who he is, but when I pray to him, the cold abates. Millennia later. It dawned on me. If I were to blow my own head off with my own mysterious power, this empty time would come to an end. Somehow, I know that this isn't the first time the thought has come to me. I also know that it wouldn't so much be the end of the empty time as the beginning of a new empty time. Am I serving some kind of purpose? If not, then why was I born? The blue sphere that was below me was struck by something a long time ago and smashed to pieces. I wonder if I had a role in any of that. More millennia later. More millennia later. Millennia upon millennia of years later. It was unimaginable agony. No matter what I thought or did, nothing happened. There was only nothingness. I was sure that this pain would continue forever. So it was expanded to fill the void. Somebody help me. And the first request for assistance. And there he is. Through the nothingness, the man has waited this whole time too, huh? And they connect. Hello! I'm really surprised. Whoa! Nice to meet you. Huh? You're a human, aren't you? You're a human, right? It's a miracle, a miracle. I've been floating around in space all by myself for a long time. My name's Sun. What's yours? Luna. Hey, why are you crying? You are too. After the two of us talked a little while, he fell asleep. And a little while after that, I fell asleep too. This work is fiction. So like that one night where they fell asleep together without talking too long. At the end of all things, our naming scheme finally bears fruit. And Sun, the reincarnation of Sun, the saved of Fire Punch. And Moon, Luna. Memories gone, world gone, universe decayed. Find each other and live on. What a story. As grand and spectacular and as personal and intense as anything I've ever read or watched. There are a few shows that manage to capture all of existence, or a few stories that manage to capture all of existence. And they always come to an end like this. I think. Something more universal, metaphorical than anything that can be told in a simple story. You gotta break those boundaries out, and Fujimoto has shattered them. I look at this and I think of Full Metal Alchemist and the final discovery of truth. And this sort of end game concept that's like on the level of determining the fate of all reality. You know? And I think that when you get to a story that has, whether it's a spiral or a pyramidal narrative or whatever you look at this as, it spirals the fuck out. And it covers everything from the deeply personal and internal to the massively external at the greatest scale imaginable. The universe. And so that's why I said in the beginning, and I don't know how to put it into place, the Bible is like this. This tale is like allegorical on the level of biblical, or like the great creation stories, because those great creation stories are the creation of you story, right? And then they fold that out into a creation of the universe story. The multiple Garden of Eden Bible stories, because there are a couple, all are these like really weird psychological narratives that you can investigate as such. The dawn of consciousness is a way to see it. And through a lens like that, we can look at Fire Punch, and it does something on that order. I put it in the realm. Frankly, because I'm sorry if we don't agree on this, but they're similarly powerful works of fiction. The narrative that's told here of a grand tree and the rebirth of something, of life energy itself, is like, that's on the order of magnitude of grand religion. And I put Full Metal Alchemist on that order too. That's why I bring it up in context. And I'll add a couple more to it to flesh this out and give you more shadows on the wall so we can get closer to the actual ideal that I'm talking about. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is this as well. From the deeply personal story, to the personal in relation to other humans story, to the personal in relation, like, socially to an organization story, to personal with the world, and the whole interrelation of the world, to the grand idealized enemy, the thing that is greater than speakable, whatever you want to call it, the overcomables, the entropy, right? The force that makes things fall apart, the force that makes things get cold and shitty. Like, that's the level of a story that we're talking about. Is like, here you are, you're a human being, you've got to struggle to overcome your current circumstance, you've got to struggle to overcome your social circumstance, you've got to struggle to overcome your physical circumstance, and then once you've realized that that's not the end of this life that you're living, you need to struggle to overcome the psychological circumstance, the reality of a being, an existence that is in the face of non-existence, and the non-existence is constantly clawing at you, trying to get you to join it, right? That's a real physics-based, you could say, or alchemy-based, if you'd like, or spiral-based framework for looking at your existence. And so I'm taking Fire Punch and I'm putting it on the same shelf. It's the top shelf, by the by. When it comes to pieces of media that so crisply slice down to the root soul of the human being and then spread their lens out to the entirety of existence as it can be, there are only a few. I'm gonna add one more to it. Evangelion. We overcame the story of Evangelion like 4 volumes in, or whatever, 6 volumes, however many it took for the tree shit to happen. We crossed that threshold and have been beyond it since. Like, I love Eva. It's great. It is one of these stories as well. With the end of Eva, it takes humanity past all pasts, past all futures. But so does Fire Punch, and then it continues. We've been continuing for a few volumes after the fucking failed Human Instrumentality Project, and then the successful Human Instrumentality Project, which ends in love. Which ends in life and love. At the end of all time. Like, all the things that have been all fought for forever, because of the decision to let him live on, to love. Because of the forgiveness of Nenato, to love. Because of the love and the horrible, horrible requirement. The horrible, horrible request. Built, born from love to live. Agni lives on, right? That's the other thing that happens here at the end. This whole time, since that day, by the wheat fields, Agni has had the pill. This whole time that Luna has been up here believing in something that she can't even remember and living for that, Agni has been living on. He has the pill to kill himself. He could do it, and he chooses to live on. I want to live. And it woven into the story is that he is inspired entirely by his own exploits as Fire Punch. He doesn't get it. He just watches. And this man keeps burning on. And he can't help himself. He's compelled by it. His fist is clenched. Something of it speaks to him. And so he lives on for millennia and millennia without even the thought of doing something for somebody or a purpose to it, whatever holds Luna in place. This is a story of faith, a story of life conquering non-existence, a story of fire against the cold, a story of self-hatred and self-acceptance, of fear and torture and turmoil. And it's sparkled with some of the most beautiful and joyous and funny fucking moments. Okay, listen. There's no choice here. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is the greatest manga I've ever read, and I think the greatest manga of all time. And I mean, Berserk's up there, it's in the running, well, yippee-ki-yay, yada yada, okay. So, in no world ever will I read a manga and be like, well, it's better than JoJo's. It's not gonna happen, okay? Because it's a different world. But if I had a shelf, and on it I had, say, Hirohiko Araki's JoJo 6251, The World of JoJo's, which my friend bought me for Christmas, which was super nice of him. It's a really sick book, and we'll maybe go through it on camera at some point. If I had a shelf with JoJo's on it, I'd be happy to put Fire Punch on that shelf. I'd put it on that shelf. I might put Poon Poon on that shelf too. The shelf of the best manga in existence, in my opinion. Fire Punch is on it. It's in the conversation. I'm scared that this will ruin manga for me. I know that it won't, because it's not the way that it works. It's not like, oh, you see one story and then any story that's even a little bit like it is ruined. No, it adds to it. But this story has so much in it. It so perfectly nails the contorted hero, anti-hero, villain, whatever you want to call Agni, I don't know, in so many interesting ways. And then it just kills every aspect. The expressions, the style, the flow of it, the readability. I feel like it's going to ruin manga for me. So, coming out of a manga that goes on the top shelf, what do I read next that won't be ruined by this for me? What's good enough to stand up? What's on the level, y'all? You've done a great job so far. The Fujimoto era is, winding to a little bit of a close. There's still Look Back, I think, which I'm probably going to read at some point. But the Fujimoto era is sort of spinning down, which is great. Cool. What's next? You've kicked my ass with Oyasumi Poon Poon, and you kicked my ass with Fire Punch. I'm ready. Hit me with it. I know there was a lot of fire about Vagabond at one point. Yeah, cool. What else is there? I'm down. I know that manga is a whole fucking world, and there's insane shit like this that's like nothing I've ever seen or read, and it's mind-blowing. So, let me know what you think we should watch next, read next, whatever. And thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through the last bits of Mr. Fujimoto's wild ride in Fire Punch. Live.